If you are scrolling through Indian social media right now, you will run into a massive, rapidly growing political movement. It has no offices, no leaders, and it is entirely based on internet memes about cockroaches. Millions of highly educated, freshly graduated young people are organizing online and pledging their political allegiance to a literal pest. This decentralized digital joke stands in complete contrast to the massive, rigid machinery of traditional politics in India, which is usually built on top-down messaging and giant public rallies. Those massive rallies and heavily rehearsed ideological speeches struggle to connect with the younger generation. A formal manifesto simply does not map onto the daily reality of a 20-something trying to secure a basic, stable income. Students spend years preparing for highly competitive exams, only to have their futures erased overnight by compromised testing authorities and repeatedly leaked exam papers. When the institutions designed to guarantee upward mobility fail repeatedly, public trust evaporates. That leaves a massive system-wide void, a void perfectly shaped for a sarcastic internet joke to fill. According to online discussions, this entire movement sparked when frustrated, unemployed young people were dismissed and compared to cockroaches by opposing voices during a heated online political debate. Usually, an insult like that demoralizes its target, but Gen Z internet culture operates on a different logic. Instead of rejecting the humiliation, users adopted the label and turned it into a shield. They recognized a bleak biological accuracy in the comparison. Cockroaches are universally despised, yet incredibly resilient. They survive poison, darkness, and total neglect. That specific brand of survival resonates instantly with a student population operating under suffocating academic pressure and relentless family expectations. It also extends into the workforce. Millions navigate a highly unstable gig economy where they feel completely expendable, working long hours without a safety net. The insect transitioned from a targeted insult to a generational identity because it perfectly captures what it feels like to simply outlive an economic system that seems designed to crush you. Traditional political movements require time to take root. You have to read manifestos, organize local chapters, and listen to debates. Internet-native movements skip all of that. Social media algorithms filter out dense policy discussions, instead aggressively multiplying raw emotional triggers like anger and humor. Growing up inside this environment has trained an entire demographic to mask deep systemic anxiety behind a thick protective layer of sarcasm. Users participate without ever opening a single manifesto. They bond over a mutual feeling of being entirely ignored, allowing a pseudo-political movement to grow through pure emotional resonance. There's a massive dissonance between this generation's real despair and the casual, performative way they scroll and smile at bleak jokes on their phones. Mean politics works so effectively because it completely bypasses intellectual debate. It builds a highly mobilized audience out of shared trauma, cleverly disguised as a harmless joke. Recent reports connecting the movement's alleged founder to established political media ecosystems have triggered immediate alarms about coordinated influence. This sparks a critical debate over exactly who is driving the narrative. We have to look closely to see if this is a genuine grassroots explosion of youth anger or a calculated astroturfing campaign quietly designed to harvest frustrated young voters. When a movement is built entirely on irony, the joke provides a layer of plausible deniability. This ambiguity allows more extreme rhetoric to hide in plain sight, making it difficult to distinguish between harmless satire and genuine radicalization. Because the movement is fueled by the deep systemic exhaustion we've discussed, its followers are emotionally volatile. A single viral spark can push a digital crowd into the street, where they translate their grievances into physical clashes with authority. Massive populations of youth who have lost faith in state institutions create a vacuum of attention. They become vulnerable targets for any actor who knows how to validate their anger through an algorithm. Whether the Cockroach Janta Party lasts a month or an election cycle, it demonstrates that memes now function as volatile political weapons, capable of mobilizing millions through nothing more than a shared sense of neglect.